Switching gears just a little bit, a couple things to keep in mind in terms of doing active learning using breakout rooms. I'm sure many of you have already thought a bit about this, that it's ideal for small group discussions. So particularly if you have a large group, that can be a good way to kind of break people up a bit more and have a more productive discussion versus if you have 50 students all in your main room trying to discuss things at the same time can get a bit challenging. If you're toward the beginning of your course, this can be a great way to do icebreakers and help students get to know each other. So breaking them off into breakout rooms. I've noticed a lot of times it kind of has a different feel in terms of it's a little bit more intimate and easier to get to know people kind of in a breakout room versus in the main room. It can be a great opportunity to have students share relevant experiences based on the course content and learn from multiple perspectives of their peers. So that can be a really great way for them to kind of learn from each other and talk about experiences that relate to the course content in a reflective way. Also, of course, having them answer a question in a group or a set of questions. In addition, comparing or contrasting something or debating an issue. You could give them guidelines on debating an issue and then have them report back with their conclusions. In addition, you could consider a number of small group activities. So this could be solving a problem. This could be brainstorming to come up with ideas and then presenting their top idea. You could come up with scenarios or simulations to kind of mimic real world experiences. So, in that case, you would probably want to cover some material beforehand and possibly give them some materials to have ready for when they go into their breakout rooms. In addition, you could have students do short presentations. So they, as a group, present on something brief so they can meet and kind of decide how to do that. And either maybe that's a presentation coming up next time that they're going to prepare more for, or maybe it's meant to be kind of a brief in-class activity that they prepare a little bit, do some research, and then kind of do a really short, like 2-slide presentation or something before class is over. In addition, it's a great way to facilitate group projects. So you can break students into their groups and put them in breakout rooms and have them discuss deadlines, tasks that they need to complete, and what roles they're going to assume for the project. You could also give them time to work on the project, so they could be working collaboratively on something such as a Google document or slides or something else of that nature, and kind of actually getting some work done in the session. It's also a great time for you or a TA, depending, to circulate and talk to them about their progress. So it gives them time to ask questions about how they're doing or things that they got tripped up on, and also for them to get feedback from you about how they're doing, or a TA if you have TAs assigned to different groups. In addition, breakout rooms can be a great way to facilitate office hours. So you can use the main room as the waiting room and then pull students into breakout rooms for private discussions. There is a waiting room feature in Zoom. Actually, you guys, I think, experienced that today. So, one reason that this is more beneficial to the waiting room is that, as you know, you were kind of just stuck there waiting to get in, which can create some anxiety because you're not actually in the session and you're not sure what's going on the other side. So one benefit of using office hours for breakout rooms is that they could go ahead and get into the room and it'd be kind of clear that, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. Also, there's the option for you to communicate to them. So, you can pop in and out. So say you're in a session, but someone else comes in, you can, pop back into the main room and say, hey, we're going to need another 5 minutes, but I can get to you soon. So that can be a more convenient way to handle office hours if you, are planning to have a number of students show up.